Welcome back, everyone. So I continue my journey of Blitz on ICC 3-minute pool with my main username. Let's see what happens. What happened in the last game while we bid for a new game. Opponent played for the symmetrical English. I played my pet line Bishop f5, one of my favorite lines in the position. And we played one of the main ideas, exploit it with quick bishop c3.
Started.
I got a good position. Okay, now we're playing against IM, International Master Machinegun, d4 on the board. I seriously hope he's gonna be a little bit less deadly than a machine gun in this game. So we have the Carlsbad structure, and now I always have a small dilemma whether to play e3 and allow bishop f5, which will result in a solid endgame, or queen c2, which will maintain some pieces on the board. Queen c2 usually seems more interesting, but might be a little bit less principled from the topical theory point of view. But we're not here for the best moves all the time. We sometimes want to preserve some pieces on the board and get some game going on. And again, another question comes up, whether to put my knight on f3 or e2. I'll go with f3 on this game. I have to admit, I should probably know where it might be better, but it's easier to be spontaneous and just follow the gut feeling that I have. a5 seems a little bit less flexible. I'll go rook fe1, just preparing maybe some future e4 ideas. I'm not so sure what I will do next, but yeah, queen b8, maybe preparing some bishop g4. I think I'll just go bishop g3. I don't want to allow bishop g4 under these conditions. Yeah, so exchanging this bishop should be in white's favor, and now I'll put my knight on a4. Plays bishop g4 nevertheless, but I'll just bring my knight to d2, to b3, and try to land one of my knights on c5. Yeah, he wants to exchange a knight for this bishop. I would prefer to exchange the bishops, so I'll avoid his kind offer. And we'll see what we have here. I don't see a threat by black, but he's ahead in time, so I'll try to simplify the position with check, inducing his king to a worse square maybe. Now bishop f5, forcing some simplifications. It's not so easy. It's not as easy as I hoped. I'll take this piece. I think it's better if I stay with the knight against this bishop. I should probably take back with the knight. Yeah, now bring this knight to b3 and see what we have. He has a minute lead. It's quite big in Blitz. Yeah, he exchanges queens. This should be in my favor. Yeah, now another thing to consider. Take with the knight or the pawn. Probably take with the knight, as it's positionally more sound when you have this piece in an open file protected by a pawn. I believe it's called far post. A far post. So rook c3 now. I'll double on the c file and then see if I can cause some disharmony in his position. I have 51 seconds left, so I'll try to concentrate more on playing faster. Okay, so I'll put this rook on d6 just because I can.
Server announcement.
He doesn't have a threat just yet. I don't see a threat. I'll put my rook on a3. I'm not afraid. Okay, now he has a threat. Okay, my rooks are a little bit farther than I would like from the defense. I think I misplayed this position a bit, but my knight is luckily close enough to the defense. Okay, so I'll grab this piece. This pawn, sorry. Yes, and then a pawn up, 34 seconds left, knight f4, blocking the f file, inducing g5 possibly. b7 is hanging, keep in mind. Yes, I'll attack it once again. I'll go bishop c8, I predict, to which I will go rook a8. Knight h5 would have been a bit more to the point, I have to admit, but I don't see a better move for him than just going with the bishop to e6 or f5 back, and then I'll go rook b8. It's quite in my favor. I'm gonna probably gain some more material. Aha, he wants to exchange. This is a smart call by the player, the black pieces, but I will refuse this kind offer. 24 seconds, so I'll move to playing fast with minimum commentary. Good for me. Okay.
Black resigns.
And I didn't have to play fast for too many moves. International Master Machinegun from the United States of America has resigned. Mr. Alfonso Almeida from Mexico. So it was a bit wrong for me to assume he was from the United States based on his flag. I guess I'm showing a little bit of ignorance. Or no, it seems like the flag is from the US, but he's just from a group called IM's Mexico. I wonder what is his country of residence at this moment. Yes, so this has been a fun game. Thank you all very much. And you know what? No, I will not stop the video here. I'm in the mood for one more. Let's see. Let's wait for bid for one more 3-minute game, and with this I'll end the current session and perhaps move on to some 5-minute games in the future. I'll try to be a little bit more let's say to vary from the different options that I have. I don't want to play the same rhythm all the time, 3+0. Yes, so I'm waiting for my next opponent, 3-minute pull, and yeah, 5 minutes are almost a different game. When you have more time to think, the quality of the moves grows a little bit. So he played knight f3. We already saw this player in the one of the previous videos. I am waste of time. I believe he was anonymous. So we'll play the same opening. In the previous game I played a6. This time I will try a more familiar option, e6. And now knight c3. d5 is an interesting move, trying to immediately conquer the center. Yeah, now he goes for a very solid structure. I'm not sure what my analysis said here, so I'll just try to develop. Bishop c5 looks logical. Let's put it on b6. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure where to put my pieces. So I'll try something unique. I'll go for queen f6 and see what happens. Threatening a mate in 1. And you should probably play something like e3, which might be a little bit inconvenient for Mr. Waste of Time.
Server announcement.
Time might be too valuable to play a move like e3, and I was right, yeah. So he played knight e4, yeah. So now, let's see. Can we grab a pawn? Knight d6 check seems a bit risky for us. I'll just retreat to e7 and finish my development. It's always a pleasure to be able to finish my development with black. Feels like an achievement, especially when I'm not 100% familiar with the opening being played. Seems like my opponent is quite fast. Yeah, he's preparing some future bishop b4 or preventing my knight b4. Yeah, he seems to know what he's doing. He seems to have earned his IM title. I'm not so sure how to continue, but okay, rook ac8 is my next move. Yeah, but this move I was a little bit worried about. I think I might be able to play some knight d4 related move. I'm not sure when. If I take, he takes with the queen, and then I don't have time to get knight d4. Okay, I'll do it immediately, guys. If he goes away with the queen, for example, to c4, I can take on e2, and he has a little bit of an overload on his queen. So we exchanged a pair of knights, which takes a little bit of the pressure away from my pieces, and I believe I'm closer to my beloved equality in this game. Bishop takes d5 seems like a reasonable attempt to get an edge. It will ruin my pawn structures, but on the other hand I will have the two bishops, so I might be able to exploit it. Yes, he played bishop a5. I see. Maybe take. Oh. No, I'll play bishop b6. No, bishop c6 is also not the best. It's not so easy. It's not so easy to solve my problems. Okay. What to do for black? I guess I'll just be passive here. Bishop e8. I wanted to go bishop c6, but after takes and a takes, he would have had knight d4. So I'm playing a bit solid, and I have a little bit less time. By this point, a draw wouldn't be the worst result, but I wouldn't blame myself if I somehow managed to end up winning this position in time pressure. Let's see. King f8. Okay, now he can take on c8 and take on d5 and force me a bad structure. I kind of missed it. And he did it, yeah. He's not a bad player, so he finds the way to weaken my position when I give him a chance. He will probably try to exchange the rooks. It would be very beneficial for him. Something that I would like to avoid at almost any cost. So fortunately he doesn't have an immediate square to penetrate my position. Yes, he's preparing for my g5. This is quite a smart move by my opponent. And now it's fairly a game of who plays faster, who thinks less. I'm not sure if I will win in this unique type of match, but check. Okay, 25 seconds for me versus 20 seconds for him. So I don't know what to do just yet. I'll have to probably slowly prepare a g5 break.
Time warning offered.
And see where I can go. Let's go g5. Okay guys, I'm ready. He doesn't take my offer. He will take my pawn eventually, right? I know he will.
Server announcement.
He doesn't. Okay, king e5 coming. He wants to maintain the draw, but I prefer to continue the game. Somehow, yes. Finally something happens in the position. Okay, although we don't have time to have too much fun. Yes, it's very important to be able to play fast in internet chess. Yes.
Black
and you managed to win on time, yes. Nice skills by IM Waste of Time. And maybe a better call would have been to accept the draw, but in the heat of the moment it's tempting to keep making moves and see what happens. So a rightful win for my opponent, and next time I'll try to play faster and perhaps talk a bit less in this crucial moment. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next videos.